Hey everyone, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about how to get your ex back, alright? Now, in this presentation, I'm going to share with you step by step how you can get back with your ex. Now, I want you to know it is very important you watch this video to the end because I have something very important to share with you, and it's actually going to be the most important step to getting back with your ex. Now, you know, having a breakup is a terrible experience, all right? It leaves you in pain, you're feeling depressed, angry, and sometimes you're even confused. You're like, why did this relationship end? So, it's common that you're going to be needy at this time. You're going to want your ex back. You're going to want a new person in your life. You're going to want something, all right? Because you feel like a part of you is missing, all right? But if you want to get your ex back, you have to be calm and understand, all right? And you have to be unresentful, and you have to have a plan. 90% of breakups are reversible, and if you do the right things at the right time, then you will have your ex back in your arms, okay? Now, I'm here to help you devise that plan. Now, don't worry, it's not about playing mind tricks that's gonna, trick your ex into getting back with you, all right? Playing mind tricks is not the way to go if you want to have a long-term, healthy relationship with your ex. This plan is based on just basic human psychology and how to use its principles to get your ex back. Now, I encourage you to follow everything in this video and then take action. I can only tell you what to do, but until you actually do it, you will not see any results, all right? So, this is the first step. The second step and the most important step is you to actually take action, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what are the biggest mistakes that people make after they've broken up, and these are extremely common mistakes and end up hurting your chances of getting back together with your ex. This is mistake number one: begging, pleading, being too needy, alright? After a breakup, people make the biggest mistake of begging their ex to take them back. I know it seems like the right thing to do after a breakup, but it's not. In fact, it's one of the worst things you can do at this moment, alright? Nobody wants to be with a needy person. Pleading and being needy is unattractive, and it's only going to push your ex further away from you. It's only going to make them think that they made the right decision by breaking up with you, and you don't want them to think that, especially if you want to get back with them, which you do. Alright? Mistake number two is a doormat syndrome, alright? So what doormat syndrome is in relationships when you're going out your way, sacrificing your own happiness to please your partner. And it means accepting everything that your partner wants you to do without having any demands of your own, just to get back with them, alright? If you find yourself saying things like, please stay, I will do anything for you, then you may be suffering from the doormat syndrome. Alright? You don't want that. Nobody wants that, and for two solid reasons, alright? One's unattractive. Nobody's attracted to someone who doesn't have their own opinion, needs, or their hobbies, alright? So being a doormat will most likely be futile if you want to win your ex back, alright? Be your own person. Even if you do get your ex back like this, you will have an unhappy and smothering relationship, which probably won't last very long because you're not going to feel happy. You're not going to have that same love inside of you because you're being someone or pretending to be someone you're not. All right, and you're sacrificing your happiness for someone else's. And I'm almost sure that's not what you want. All right. Now, mistake number three is text terrorism and drunk dialing, right? This again is a very common mistake and yet detrimental to your chances of getting your ex back, all right? And people go out to have a few drinks, trying to have a good time, and the next thing they know, they're calling their ex and making a fool out of themselves. Avoid doing this, all right? Even, if you're going out for a few drinks, you're going out for a few drinks, give your friends your cell phones and say, hey, whatever you do, make sure I don't call my ex-girlfriend, or say, hey, I'm just going to leave my phone at home. If something happens, I can use my friends. All right? You have to make yourself, scarce if you want to get your ex back, all right? Texting them all the time just shows that you're too needy and you don't have anything else to do. As I said before, being needy is unattractive and you want to avoid this at all costs. All right? Step number four is smothering them with affection. The logical approach to get your ex back seems that you should tell them how much you love and care for them and all of that as soon as possible before they forget that. But trust me, it's not a good idea at all. Alright? The chances are your ex knows that you love them and they know how much you care for them. In fact, if they were in a relationship with you, then they care for you too. But they decided to break up with you anyways, didn't they? Now, I love you and I really care for you isn't what your ex needs to hear right now. Smothering them with your affection may even push them further away. Mistake number 5. All right? At this point, even if it was your ex who broke up with you, all right, you don't want to give them all the power. You don't want to be the one who's always available for them. You don't want to be their contingency plan, all right? You don't want to be a rebound. Acting like your life is over without your ex will only lose the respect for you. In the history of breakups, no one has ever taken their ex back out of pity. So, doing such a thing is only going to hurt your chances. Mistake number 6, freaking out when your ex starts seeing someone else. After breakup, you feel depressed, you feel angry, confused, shattered, and you're really hurting. And at this moment, if your ex starts seeing someone else, it's really going to tear you apart. You're going to be mad, you're going to be pissed off, and all of that. All right? And you're probably going to feel even more depressed and confused. And usually, when your ex is this rebound, all right, is in this rebound relationship, they seem to become too intimate too fast, which makes it even worse for you. For example, it took them 5 months to get physical with you, and they are already sleeping with this new person who they're going out with for only a week. All right, now, this is normal. All right, and if this happens, don't freak out. Okay. In this situation, just don't freak out. Rebound relationships happen after a breakup, and it's very normal. All right, but the good news is they don't last, and the reason why they became so intimate with this new person so fast is because it's hard for a person to go from being so intimate with someone to being completely single. All right. That's why most people, especially girls, become intimate very soon with the rebound relationship because they're trying to get that level of intimacy that they had with you. But usually, the faster the rebound relationship progresses, the faster it ends. All right. So they're soon going to realize that the new person isn't right for them and they were just being intimate to quench their thirst for intimacy. And once they do realize it, they will break up with them too. Okay? So if your ex starts seeing someone else, all you have to do is just be cool about it. That's all. Sometimes they start seeing someone else just to rub it in your face and they're moving on. All right? And you should not react to that. All right? Don't. Okay? What you want to do is you don't want to react. You just want to play it cool. Okay? Now, instead of you do something opposite and act indifferent to the new relationship and just concentrate on your own life, career, hobbies, it's gonna get them thinking, all right? They're gonna wonder, does he still care? Does she still care? Why doesn't this bother him or her? Okay? And the rebound relationship will end soon like all the other rebound relationships. Now, the above mistakes look innocent but are fatal for your chances to get back together with your ex, all right? So make sure you don't do them. I know most of the advice I gave you above is counterintuitive, but believe me, it works, okay? At this point, you may be thinking, what if I've already made these mistakes? Don't worry. All right, if you've already made these mistakes, like I said, they're very common and chances are that most of you reading this would probably have done some of these mistakes, and it's still not too late, all right? You still have a good chance of getting your ex back. Now, I just asked you not to make any more of these mistakes, and if you need to bookmark this video, bookmark it to ensure that this doesn't happen again, okay? Now, to learn the final steps on how to get your ex back and how to rekindle your relationship, follow the link in the description, and I'm going to reveal to you the best resource on how to get back with your ex, okay? So go ahead and click on the link in the description below and get started.